One is Unrivaled Skyrim. This is going to be round 2, part 2. This is going to be the battle between TWR Danko and Greek Irculus. This is going to be a real good setup, I think. What did he just say? I want to be in this one, but I couldn't do it. But yeah, it looks like going to be a pretty good setup. The map that I picked is in the Samander Plain, so that's where the nomadic factions are. So it's going to be a wide open map. I think there's a little bit some hills in the middle they may be able to fight for, so it might be kind of interesting. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to be looking at Danko's perspective right now. Let's take a look at his army. Let's see here. Here, let me tell him. Max 5 of the same unit. He's got 6 right now. Can't bring 6, more than 5. But yeah, everyone who's watching the stream, thanks a lot. I really do appreciate it. Let me know in the comments section if there's anything wrong with, or you can't hear me real good, or if there's a noise, or if there's something wrong with the broadcast. Please let me know. Or if there's something I'm doing wrong, please let me know. Let's see here. Danko has 2 L's that indeed rules. Yeah. Yeah. Bactria. They're both going Bactria. Did I say Bactria? Bactria. Yeah, they're both going 2 power factions. In my opinion, Bactria is the most effective, I think, overall of all the factions in Rome too, because they got the best of all worlds. They got okay swords, they got okay hoplites, Hellenic cataphracts, melee cavalry is better, so Bactrian royal horse is good. Armored elephants, horse archers, pretty good slingers. They don't have Rhodian or Cretan archers. If they had Rhodian and Cretan mercenaries, they would be the perfect faction, I think. They got pretty cheap units of Eastern units, so Eastern Spearmen, Hillmen, I think. And they got some Bactrian Cav. And it looks like Danko's going for, he's switching it up to Parthia, so that might be interesting. Yeah, this is going to be a wide open map, so I think it will favor whoever can make best use of cavalry. I believe. I don't think this is going to be a map that's going to really suit a lot of heavy infantry that are really slow and cannot catch up to more quicker units, like heavy cav and especially horse archers. Greek Irculus, he's a real good player. I played him a week ago. He kicked my ass 3 straight times. He's a real good player. He's a real good competitive player. I believe he's in the running to take to come out the champion in this particular tournament. Yeah, this is only round 2. This is only the second match in round 2. First match was concluded last night between Venezuela and a Blue Stake Manflesh. Venezuela came out the victor, so he's the first player to advance in round 2. I mean round 3. Looks like the army he's going with looks like 4 Eastern cataphracts, 2 Royal cataphracts, 4 Peltes, or I don't know if they're mercenary or regular. I think they're mercenary Peltes. 1 cataphract horse archer. Looks like 1 light Persian archer. He's probably going to use that if or might be an elite one. Probably should be an elite Persian archer, so he can use heavy shot against enemy elephants. 4 Eastern spearmen, and 2 mercenary Sarmatian horse archers. I do believe could be regular Persian horse archers. I don't know, but overall good army. It's well within the rules, and good luck to both of these guys. I can't spell. Actually, it looks like he's changing it up. He's going with 1 unit of Eastern Javelin men. I think he's expecting Greek Hercules to have a real, maybe have some elephants. Let's see here. Yeah. He's got 220 dinar to work with. I don't know if he can afford another Eastern Javelin man with that amount of money. And I'm also joined by Duke. We're joined by Duke Calder. He was in my previous tournament. He was second runner. Excuse me. He was in second place last tournament. But he's just spectating right here. And it's fun to have as many people involved as possible in these tournaments, even if they're just spectating or watching, sitting at home and watching. I really do encourage, if you are in my tournaments, please try to watch as many battles as possible. Try to get a feel for all your opponents, and let's just all have an overall great time. But if there's anything wrong with the broadcast, please, everyone, let me know. I really do appreciate everyone's feedback and everyone who is joined. Not within the same round. So he's asking me if he can be at the same faction as allowed. It is, but not within the same round because it is best 2 out of 3. Although there's enough factions to be just within a 16-man tournament. Actually, I don't think there would be. You would eventually run out of factions, I do believe. Yeah, I think you would eventually, maybe. But yeah, every round it resets. So if you were Parthia once in round 1, but you advanced in round 2, you can be Parthia once again. And that goes with all the factions. And it looks like he's about ready. He's upgrading some of his troops. Now he's got 2 Peltes, 2 Eastern Javelin men, 1 Light Archer appears to be, 2 Summation Horse Archers, 5 Eastern Spearmen. I think he had like 4 or 3 Eastern Cataphracts, 2 Royal ones, and I think his general was in a Cataphract Horse Archer. Now I believe that's a real good Horse Archer unit. It's actually good for melee, believe it or not, because it's so heavy. It can have a pretty good charge, and it's so heavily armored that it's not going to die immediately if it gets caught by some melee or shot cav. I mean, it will, but it's not as weak as an unarmored one like the Summation Horse Archers or a Persian Horse Archer or a Camel Horse Archer. But yeah, it looks like they are both about to begin. Denko, he's going as Parthia, and Greek Hercules, he is going as Bactria. So it appears to be a pretty good matchup, I believe. This is going to be I think a skirmish heavy, cav heavy map. It's in the Samander, the plains of the nomadic factions, so there's going to be wide open. Yep, wide open. There's some hills over here, which may give some units some protection from missiles, or play a defensive role. I don't know who will grab this hill or if anyone will be able to deploy upon it, but for the most part it's pretty wide open. No trees. They have plenty of room to maneuver. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they both might have to fight for it. Yeah. If I were Danko, I would seriously use this hill to my advantage because he's deployed closer. Parthian foot archers. Yeah, I think I was pretty correct with his army. I think he's got 2 royal cataphracts, or maybe just 1. No, he's got 2 of those. So let's go over the Bactrian army of Greek Hercules. He's got 2 Scythian horse archers over here. He's got 2 more, it looks like, on this wing. Yeah, so he's got 2 on each wing. He's got a unit of Indian armored elephants. What? That's against the rules. I told him. Yeah, that's against the rules. Okay, we're gonna have to restart because that's a big. What do you mean wrong? Or you did wrong. We are gonna have to restart. I mean, this unit is just too decisive, I think, not to allow. So, sorry about that, everyone. It happens, though. Not a big deal. No Indian armored elephants, just regular elephants. Because Indian armored elephants they're OP. That don't stop competitive players by using them. Oh hell no! In fact, they love them. They love having elephants. They're OP. Let me say that again. They are OP. Yeah, that's another discussion. I would love to have a video having a discussion about elephants, chariots, heavy cav, melee cav, any sort of elite unit. Let's see here. What's another unit I don't really particularly like or enjoy using? I don't like using elephants. I don't like them. I don't use them. I know they're very effective on Rome 2 and Rome 1. If they ran amok, you would never gain control of them. But in this game, they run amok. They may kill some of your units if they're nearby, but you'll get them right back in a few seconds, which is BS. But that's another discussion for another time, I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video and post that on YouTube. My 2 cents about elephants and whatnot. Let's see here. Looks like they're both ready again. Why is my headset making a funny noise? Hopefully it's not getting recorded. You know what, Attila, it looks like they pretty much went with the same units. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. I was kind of ranting about elephants. I could rant all day about elephants. I could. I hate them. I hate them. In Rome 1, I loved them because they're so easy to take out. But in this game, I mean, they're easy to take out, but I think they're a little bit more overpowered, and they're a little bit more forgiving for bringing them. Actually, it does look like he brought... No, let me fix my... I don't... Yeah, penalty for Greek. Yeah. Let's take a look. And it looks like he's got more javelin. Or maybe he's got the same. He's got a Parthian foot archer. I don't know if that unit has heavy shot. It probably does. I don't know. So that's probably why he brought it. I would think. Let's see here. Let's see. Eastern Cataphracts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's got 4 Eastern Cataphracts and 2 Royal Cataphracts. And he's got some Noble Horse Archers and an Armored Horse Archer. Yeah, Noble Horse Archers. Pretty good. So are the Armored Horse Archers because they can take missile damage that regular archers wouldn't. Let's take a look. Okay, he pretty much has the same army, I believe, just with Indian armored elephants. Greek, he's got, let's see, Bactrian Noble Horse, or Royal Cav in his general. A lot of Noble Horse. So he's going for mainly a melee build with his cav. 3 units of Scythian horse archers. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he's got 10 cav. Okay. Let's see. Thorax swordsman. 1, 2. He's got a scale thorax hoplite in the center. And 2 more thorax swordsmen. So, his infantry is already better than Danko's. And he's going to be aggressive with his horse archers. He does have skirmishers when Greek he doesn't have he doesn't have any foot skirmishers. So it looks like they're shooting into this thorax swordsman. I don't know if that's going to be cost effective. I mean, these guys have relatively good armor and shield strength. I think think I would have reserved these horse archers for later for the cav fight. I know there will be a huge cav fight. If I were Greek or Danko, I'd be fighting for this hill over here. Because especially if I was Danko, because his infantry are relatively they're very vulnerable to all these thorax swordsmen. But he does have peltas that could attempt to take him out. And there he's trying to get some flaming shot into these elephants. If they can run amok into these units over here, could be deadly. But he's going to get that unit out of there. These horse archers are taking fire by all the horse archers from Greek, so he is taking casualties. This royal horse or noble horse archer hasn't taken any casualties.
Steady your aim! Forward!
Let's see here. They haven't really caused any damage to the infantry units. If I were him, I'd try to keep on shooting that elephant and get it to run amok. He is only using flaming arrows. They're not going to cause damage really. There he's going to try to chase down this horse archer. And if I were Danko, I'd try to use some tramples on these thorax swordsmen, try to thin them out before the infantry battle. Let's see here. Looks like Danko, he's sending in Greek Hercules, he's sending these 2 units of horse archers to try to pin this general down so he can counter attack with some of these units over here. But it looks like Danko's actually going to kill these 2 Scythian horse archers, so that could be a blow to the skirmish capabilities of Greek Hercules. But it appears to me he's, for the most part, has a rush build pretty much. I mean, he does have some horse archers to kind of try to fill in the balance between having mostly a melee army.
Quickly now!
Yeah, so he's going to lose these 2 horse archers on his right wing, and although Danko, he lost that 1 unit of horse archer to these 2 units over here from Greek, so they both exchanged in some losses. And this Bactrian noble horse is relatively isolated. It's chasing this horse archer. He does have it relatively spread out. And look, they changed the skins for these units as well. They put horse armor on them, and they look pretty cool.
Forward!
They're getting shot from behind from these from this horse archer. Problem is, this horse archer's been firing the whole entire battle. They may be out of missiles. No, they're not yet, but I think relatively soon they will. And my headset is making a buzzing noise, and like, I don't know if there's something wrong. Man, don't tell me I have to get a new headset. That'd suck.
As you wish.
There we go. I think it's something wrong with the receiver. Alright, it's good now. Maybe I had to dust that thing out. Alright, looks like some foot archers shooting into these scale thorax hoplites. They're not gonna get any kills, I believe. At least not like this. He's got these units spread out, so most of the missile fire won't hit them. I mean, he's taken out 1 so far, but they got relatively good shield strength as well, so. And it looks like Greek, he is pushing up. There's really not much Danko can do. If I were him, I would try to fortify this high ground up here. And it looks like these Bactrian noble horse, they're going to charge forward. And these these cataphracts over here are going to exchange. And if I were Danko, I'd he's putting these eastern spearmen into square, try to improve their shield strength. And look, it's getting laggy. Wow. My goodness, it got laggy all of a sudden. Look, these elephants are scaring away these royal cataphracts. I'd actually want to hold them there momentarily so I can get these foot archers to shoot them with some missiles. Let's take a look what's going on. In the center, it's only a matter of time before these eastern... Actually, these swordsmen are losing actually. Let's see here. The Bactria Noble Horse are getting into some Eastern Cataphracts. Uh-oh. Looks like Greek Hercules, he's got a unit free in the back lines, and he's going to rear charge this Eastern Cataphract with this Royal Cavalry, and they are a shock cav, so it's going to be pretty devastating on these Eastern Cataphracts. Let's take a look what's going on over here. Some of the Eastern Cataphracts over here are routing. Looks like these guys are out of control, so he's got these guys running amok. Problem is they're near these Royal Cataphracts, and at least this unit momentarily is out of control. And it's not, for Greek Hercules, he's lucky that it's not charging into his own men. But it looks like Greek Hercules is actually losing some men in the center. That's shocking to me.
Kill the skies!
I guess it was a good move of Danko to put his men, all his Eastern Spearmen, into what's it called? Into square. Well, it does look like he's losing some men over here. There are some Eastern Cataphracts routing. I don't know if these Noble Horse Archers still have they still do have missiles. They're shooting into the backs of these men, but it's just not going to be enough. It appears all these Easterners are routing. It looked momentarily that Danko was going to gain the upper hand, but I just think he just didn't have the killing power to withstand. I mean, he was routing some of the Thorax Swordsman units in the center, which was surprising to me. But I think overall, yeah, over here, looks like his right collapsed and his left is just about to. So it looks like Bactria is going to come out the victor in this. What is going on? Here, let me fix something real quick.
Pull back!
Okay, hopefully you can still hear me. There's a buzzing noise. It's still there. There's a buzzing noise in like my headset right here. It's only coming through this receiver through the speaker. I don't know what the problem is, but it has something to do with this plug-in that I have to plug into one of the USB ports and screwing up my speaker for some reason. But yeah, it looks like it's a close match. Let's take a look at some of the statistics. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he had a man. Oh, never mind. I thought they were all the same cataphract unit. Not a whole lot of kills with this Royal Cataphracts. That's a real expensive unit, and he got quite a lot of kills with his Noble Horse Archer. That's a real good unit, I believe. Not a whole lot of kills with his Foot Archers. They're really trying to take out. I mean, shoot flaming shots into these Indian War Elephants. Eastern Spearmen, I was surprised how long they were lasting, but they're not going to get any kills against Thorax Swordsmen. Thorax Swordsmen, they all cleaned up pretty much. Probably 2 of these units got killed by missiles. Bactria Noble Horse, quite a lot of kills with this unit. Elephants, they didn't play a whole decisive role when it came to kills, but I think they caused a real heavy morale penalty to a whole bunch of these units. And yeah, very good gameplay. And so Danko is down 1. Now it looks like he's going as Bactria, and for some reason Greek is going as Parthia. So they're switching it up. And let's see who can come out the victor. Oh, he's going real horse archer heavy. What are those Bactrian horse archers? I don't know. I don't use a whole lot of horse archers in my battles. Maybe a few sometimes. He can have one more calf here. Yeah. Looks like Bactrian Noble Horse. Good unit of melee calf. Real good. Yeah, he's going real skirmish heavy. Now he better remember Parthia can bring elephants as well. But yeah, I had to replug basically my headset, the receiver, the thing that it plugs into a USB port, and it receives the sound from the game and from the computer to the headset, makes it wireless. Sometimes it, for some reasons, I don't know if it got damaged or somehow, or if it's just old. I mean, my headset's I probably had it for a year. Yeah, for a year. But now it's making a buzzing noise sometimes, which is real annoying. I was just thinking if for some reason it was getting like if you could hear the buzzing noise on the broadcast, so that's why I tried to turn it off and reset it. But hopefully you guys can hear me still. So let's see. Looks like he's got one hell on a cataphract. That's still a very great unit. Cataphracts, I mean, if they get into a prolonged melee fight with pretty much almost anything, without getting a real good charge, they will lose. If they don't get a real good charge on, let's say, a Praetorian Cav, if they get charged by Praetorian Cav and they're just sitting there, they'll lose, definitely. But if they get a real good charge and exchange it with the Praetorian Cav and fight just one-on-one in a prolonged melee engagement, the Hellenic Cataphract will still win, even if they use Draco, I believe. So in that case, you have to have superior numbers and try to surround a Hellenic Cataphract to win that situation, or maybe some hoplites or any sort of heavy infantry, I think, would help out. They still have a bonus versus large. I don't know, Attila, if you're still watching, I know you play a lot more of this game than me, but the bonus versus large with pretty much all the, what's it called? All the shock cav, do they receive that bonus only when they're lancing, when they have their lances out and they charge, or do they receive that the whole entire, even when they're fighting with their with their swords? Because that doesn't make sense to me why they still receive a bonus versus large with their swords. It's their lances that have the stopping power. So please answer that for me, because I've always wondered that if they receive their bonus versus large, even when they switch to their swords and they're fighting in a prolonged melee engagement. But let's go ahead and take a look at Greek Hercules' army. He's got 2 Indian elephants, war elephants. He's got 3 Sarmatian horse archers. One royal cataphract. His general is in it. His eastern cataphract is right there, and he's got 2 eastern cataphracts over here. And his main infantry force is 4 Parthian swordsmen. So he's gonna go with the relatively same build. Let's take a look at Danko, and I guess they're. Oh yeah, never mind. I was thinking they're both the same factions, but they just flip-flopped. 4 Bactrian horse archers, so he has the horse archer advantage. He's got 2 eastern spearmen. He's got thorax swordsmen. His general is in a Bactrian royal guard. 4 thorax swordsmen. 2 Hellenic cataphracts and Indian war elephants. I believe a Hellenic cataphract is better than a eastern cataphract, but not as good as a royal cataphract. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that though. But that's how it was, I think, quite a few patches ago, when Hellenic cataphracts were new. Let's see here. So Greek, he's moving forward. He's got these Parthian swordsmen real spread out. They're really susceptible to a frontal charge from some cav. Looks like Danko, he's going to go both directions with his horse archers and try to divert Greek's attention on both wings. He's getting some shots.
Gotcha!
I think he still shouldn't be shooting at these infantrymen. They're spread out and they got good armor and shield strength. Look at their shields. They are prepared to take missiles. And most of them are going to miss, I believe. I mean, he's going to get some kills. I think he's better off charging, actually. And still, they're not going to take this high ground. I would take it if I were them. Danko, he needs to make good use of these horse archers. I don't think he can lose them and get away with it. But we'll see. Now that he's getting some missiles in the backs of these Parthian swordsmen, if he can take out the these infantrymen before the fight, that would be pretty good. But I don't think that's going to happen. Now he's just really now he's getting some shots into these Eastern Cataphracts. If I were him, I'd get some shots in these Indian War Elephants with some flaming shot, try to get them to run amok. I don't know. I think that'd be more cost effective, and that might be what he's doing with this unit of Horse Archer. You better be careful, he's getting this unit of Horse Archer look how close that Eastern Cataphract was. It just ran real close by. So, yeah, it looks like he used a precision shot. He's trying to get some shots into that elephant, and now he's gonna try to ward off these horse archers with that cataphract unit. Looks like he used a I was about to say he used a trample charge. I would have said that's not a very good idea. Looks like Greek Hercules, he's gonna charge forward with these elephants. He knows that these Eastern spearmen are more than likely aren't going to hold up these units. Yeah, they're just going to charge forward and kill pretty much a whole lot of things. Yeah, look what's going on over there. It looks like some cataphracts caught some of these horse archers over here. And it's just a big brawl over here now. Elephants versus elephants. And look, oh man, that's devastating. Look, he's got some cataphracts charging on the left flank. He couldn't hold them up long enough on the left, and he's gonna get surrounded. Let's take a look at this action. Yeah, Greek Hercules, he understood that these elephants were gonna be way too overpowered and charged the front of those spearmen, and just even though they weren't braced, Danko, he kind of charged those Eastern spearmen into those elephants. It would have been better if he had them braced, but yeah. 2 units of elephants are just gonna really destroy that whole entire army of Danko. I really feel sorry for him, because there's really nothing he could do in that situation. All those elephants were just gonna get a lot of kills. Take a look. 62 with that unit of elephant. This one got 179. Now he could make these elephants run amok with some flaming shots. Is that unit running amok? No, that would've been awesome. Because, and look, these units of elephants of Danko, they're just gonna run away and rout. That's just heartbreaking, I think. Because there wasn't a whole lot Danko could have done in that situation, I believe. Because those elephants, even if they got stopped in the front of maybe some of those Eastern spearmen, there's some Royal Cataphracts charging forward on the right and left flank. It's just that blitzkrieg was just too devastating for Danko to handle with those units. So it looks like Greek Hercules, he's going to be the victor in this round. Congratulations to him. He had hardly any losses. All those elephants pretty much did all the work. Maybe some kills with his infantry, and maybe some with his cataphracts. I mean, but yeah, very good game. And Danko has left. Yep. You advance. Congrats. Yeah, congrats to Greek Hercules for advancing. And I think that's going to be it for this broadcast for now. There's really no one else online If there's anyone else online that wants to play their match, just message me. There's still, I think, let's see, six more matches that we have to do. So please, everyone, message me on Steam. And if anyone wants to join a tournament for a later date, please let me know. Send me a message on Steam or add me on Steam. Send me a message on YouTube, wherever. Just send me a message saying that you want to be in a tournament of mine that I host. I'll be hosting them weekly. Usually in the weekends. Maybe I'll do some battles during the weekend. And that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching this Unrivaled Skyrim. Please follow me if you haven't, and peace out. See you guys later.